challenge is that I see a lot of people against a lot of challenges when it comes to the application. My name is Ahmed Elnaggar, and this is Monday Legal.
Hello, my name is Abdallah Al Shehaby, and that's a very special episode of Monday Legal. I have my guest in his own place, Ahmed Elnaggar. How does it feel being a guest in your own place?
For me, very new experience to be sitting on this side of the table. Yes, of course. It's like starting from scratch. It's new for me.
About starting from scratch, how did it start? The Jurist and Monday Legal.
The Jurist did not start as a jurist. It started as the UAE Jurist. I thought to start a legal blog, to write articles, and to publish these articles. And it started from the fact that I started to read a lot of articles. Legal articles was also very difficult to find good quality legal content online that you can actually rely on, unless you have access to the big companies where they have to pay a subscription to have access to these publications. Otherwise, you wouldn't have access to good legal knowledge. And at that time, I used to work for a Swiss law firm, and they didn't have that budget for something like this. So I was sorting out my own legal resources from Google and from books from time to time, or call one of my friends in the top firms and tell them, why don't you pass to me an article about this, and so on. I started the UAE Jurist, and I started writing my own articles and inviting my friends. Why don't you write an article? I'll publish you, I'll put your photo, I'll put your name here, and I'll mention your firm and your email. Maybe you get business out of it as well. That's how it started. And 2017, 18. And it grew from there. And lately, like 2 years ago, I realized that maybe limiting the content to only UAE is not a good thing. I wanted to get articles from Saudi and from Qatar, from Egypt. So I changed the name into The Jurist. That's how it started.
So that's for The Jurist.
Yes.
Monday Legal.
Monday Legal was a very interesting as well, because I had the idea since I started The Jurist back in the days to do videos.
عادة بيبقى في push, يعني something or something
yes.
pushed you to do it.
I will give the credit to a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. She is a video producer and a creative director from Russia. Her name is Daria Radzorenova. She always heard me, because I always talk about the idea of having it, and she always hear me to tell me, yes, you can do it, let's do it, مش عارف ايه. وبعدين to a certain extent she heard it too many times from me, and she got like angry. It's like, stop talking about it, just do it, let's do one, and if it fails and it's bad, خلاص, don't do it again. I said, okay, calm down, let's do it. فهي اللي بدأت. She gave me the push for the first 3 episodes, and she helped me. She got the team, and she got the camera, and she got everything. So that was the push.
What did you tell yourself to bridge this fear? Because these kind of fears عندنا في حياتنا، في حياة كتير. فقلت لنفسك ايه علشان تعدي؟
A sense of control. I said, like, خلاص, and I will have the videos, and I will have control on the page. if it's that bad, I'm gonna just shut it down. قلت خلاص بقى، يعني do it وخلاص، فاهم؟ بس فده اللي جه في بالي، ان انا if it's that bad, I'll delete it from everywhere. I still have the control.
And when was the first episode?
January this year.
Yeah. So it took you, what, 7 years?
Yeah. With the idea, yes, it takes 7 years. And then it takes a push. بص هي مش البوش بس. When you have it on the back of your mind هتفضل على طول potential إن هي تحصل. The push is really important, absolutely. But if you're not really believing in the idea, you wouldn't do it. حتى لو 100 واحد is pushing you. But I believed in this could be a nice thing to do.
How many interviews until now?
Published already 30 or I think 30. And we have in the pipeline about 6.
Now that you are where you are with the Monday Legal, looking back ل 2017, how would you feel?
But honestly, two folds. The first one is that I feel like I should have done it earlier, and it's not only about the podcast. There was a few things that I realized, and then I should have done it much earlier, حتى on a personal level. And it's a great reminder for myself right now, and أنا not to wait for many things. And this was one of the things that kept waiting in the back of my mind for many years. But when I realized that things that you are waiting for, you can just do, and it will turn out much better than you think, is amazing. وبصراحة بتهيألي إن it's a reminder كمان إن you shouldn't be afraid خالص من أي حاجة تفشل، لأن it's much better إنها تفشل بدري على إنك أنت تستنى بقى كتير لغاية لما let's do it. لو فشلت خلاص مع السلامة واللي بعده، فاهم؟ الحاجة التانية إن it's really not smart، لأن أنا لو كنت بدأت فعلا 2018 كان زماني في حتة تانية دلوقتي in terms of exposure وكده. بس آخر حاجة بقى I'm very happy that I'm doing it only now.
Why?
I'm much more confident now. I'm much more accomplished now. I'm much more relaxed in my career right now. Yeah, I have my firm and I'm so settled and I'm so comfortable. I have an amazing team to give me the time and the comfort that I can do this side thing right now عن 2017 و 18. I'm very happy that it happened after COVID, not before. لأن digitally people are much more mature right now than how it was before. فالحمد لله
كل حاجة بتحصل في الوقت
100%
المناسب I think.
وبشكر الجيش المصري حقيقي على يعني I was very lucky. كنت برضو بتكلم في الموضوع ده مع واحد من أصحابي إن أنا خرجت من الجيش مارس 2008. ابريل 2008 كنت في دبي بشتغل. السنة بتاعت الجيش دي أثرت فيا جدا جدا، ومتأكد إن لو أنا كنت جيت بدأت الكارير بتاعي وأنا مثلا أول ما اتخرجت أو بعد سنة بشتغل في شغلانة تانية، ما كانش هيبقى المومنتم والسبيد والديديكيشن والاجريشن اللي كان عندي من 2008 ل 2012 الدسام.
وامتى قررت انه لا انا مش عايز اكمل في مكتب الوالد وعايز اعمل حاجة تانية؟
اول ما بعتني في رمضان محكمة مش فاكر اسمها ايه في اسكندرية كنت في الجيش وكان رمضان وبعتني محكمة في اسكندرية. فأول ما رجعت قلت لهم
يعني it couldn't get worse.
مفيش. قلت له أنا مش عايز أخش محكمة تاني أبدا، قال لي يعني ايه؟ قلت له انا هشتغل اي حاجه قانونيه ملهاش علاقه بالمحاكم، اعمل اي حاجه. انا في ناس بتحب الموضوع ده وفي ناس لا، انا هشتغل كوربريت بس او برايفت كلاينتس او انا مش هقدر. فقال لي ماشي حبيبي ماشي، عايز تنقي انت بتشتغل ايه وانت لسه متخرج، حتى ما معكش كارنيه نقابه يعني. قلت له اي حاجه حضرتك
He didn't appreciate it, he didn't like it.
انا it was nice بس ما قدرتش، ما عرفتش، ما فهمتش ان انا او زي ما تقول رحم الله امرئ عارف قدر نفسه. في حاجات تقدر تستحملها وفي حاجات لا. انا بالنسبه لي عرفت ان it's not my cup of tea.
ومن اللحظة دي لحد لما رحت المكتب السويسري في دبي، الفترة دي كانت عاملة ازاي؟ يعني انا عايز اسمع عن الاستراجل ده، والفرصة جت ازاي، واحساسك كان عامل ايه لحد ما الفرصة جت؟ فكر في ايه؟
خوف بس. خوف بس، خوف و opportunity excited ان انا قررت ان انا اجي اجرب حظي في الامارات.
كان القرار ده عامل ازاي؟ يعني امتى قررت؟
انا قررت القرار ده وانا في الجيش.
طب خلينا نرجع تاني بقى للمكتب وللتيم نجار امبارتنس. قررت تغير في نفسك حاجات كتير. ابتديت بالبدلة والريدينس. يعني انا بالنسبة لي in your situation البدلة is readiness.
Yes.
So you got ready.
Yes.
And then what happened? يعني how did you decide to close this chapter المكتب السويسري and to start another one?
Let's say in خلاص I achieved the highest position at the Swiss firm where I am, and I wanted to grow more, and I understand and you have to look around you and see your space. Is there room for you to grow in that space ولا لا؟ I realized and I couldn't grow more. I'll be faced with a lot of resistance because I want to make changes, and I understand very well the readiness of the other parties to do these changes, and I will have less freedom to make some changes in the processes ولا كده. Plus, when you reach a certain level, خلاص, you know very well that the people around you will not let you, أو the structure or the culture of the firm will not let you go higher than where you are. So this is it. So if you want to grow more, you want to have a different position, you have to make a choice whether to continue in the cozy place while I take a new challenge. For me, it was a new challenge.
Different people, many people actually in that situation, they would look for an opportunity in a bigger firm.
Yes.
You didn't.
I did لأن طبعا كنت خايف. I was afraid. I had the idea and it was nice. And then I did it for two reasons. One, I wanted to explore the market and how much is my worth. And the second one is to prove to myself that if I didn't make it, I'll have a space in a bigger firm. If I approached the biggest UAE law firm at the time, number one.
Okay.
Without names. Yes. I sit down with the head of HR directly, and he gave me the green light to reach out and to speak to the...
How did you get this meeting with the HR?
Direct connection.
Okay.
A friend of a friend. Yeah, it was that. But this happened because I'm already in the market. For
you to know that there is a friend of a friend who knows the HR of this, you must have done some fetching.
100%. No, I'm in the market. I'm working in a firm in the DIFC. I go to all the events. I attend after work gatherings. I know lawyers from different firms. I collaborate with local firms. You're out there already. Of course, if you're not out there, خلاص, you wouldn't have this access. I spoke to the guy. I told him, you know him, put me in touch. He put me in touch. We had a coffee and we talked. And he said, yes, I think you can fit in. I'll connect you to the partner. I had another meeting with the partner, and the third meeting was telling me straightforward, we hire you. And my last question before the meeting end was, I'm not coming alone. I'm coming with clients. I've been here 6 years. I have a client base, and I know you're the biggest firm and everything, but my clients will follow me because this is a personal relation. And how much I'm gonna get out of the clients. I don't care about the income of my salary or so on and so forth. What's my cut? It was also very clear and straightforward, is that no, you're coming as an associate. You're not gonna get anything out of this.
Despite that you're a partner.
I was a partner, and I was accepting to get to an associate level because I'm reaching out to the top firm. So I said, I don't care to step down from partner to associate because I'm going to a bigger firm, because there's a challenge to go as a partner in a bigger firm where the culture is different. I didn't mind to step down 2 levels to a bigger firm علشان to take the ladder up again. I don't know, call it stupid, call it confident, I don't know, but that what happened. It was my decision to ask them straightforward, I'm coming with clients, and my portfolio of clients is X. How much I'm gonna get out of this X? And they said, sorry, it's not possible. You need like 4 years to achieve that again, to get to a partner level where you can do that. Then I said, like, thank you so much. No, I'll take all this X and I'm going to start my firm. And of course, I didn't say it in the interview.
You said it yourself.
Yes, I said it to myself.
And you did.
And I did.
How was it? How did you structure it? يعني فكرت في ايه؟ لأنه a law firm is a lot of files.
Yeah.
Not client files.
طبعا.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
A lot of, it's a business.
Yes.
So, how did you structure it in your mind? It's a scary decision, right?
Wow.
Tell me about it.
I asked a few people for opinion, and I got conflicted opinions. So I didn't get like 90% are telling me do it, و 10% بيقولوا لي لا. حصل تغير كتير جدا في شخصيتي في الفترة دي، لأن كنت خايف وكنت excited في نفس الوقت. وبعدين ربنا بيحط في طريقك ناس بيقولوا لك حاجات بتغير في تفكيرك أو بتديك البوش. 3 اقدر ان انا اقول ان هم ادوني البوش دي. واحد فيهم عميل عندي كان صريح جدا، قال لي انت بتعمل ايه اصلا في المكتب السويسري ده؟ انت you don't need them، افتح مكتب لوحدك. قلت له لا، انا خايف بصراحه، يعني خايف من الكوست وخايف من اللايبيليتيز، وان انا اجيب سكرتيره وباراليجل واشغلهم معايا وما اعرفش ادفع مرتباتهم، از بيج ديل. عمري ما فكرت. قال لي ماشي تعالى نحسبها واحده واحده وبتاع. قلت له يس بيج ريسك. قال لي خلاص نقسم الريسك 2 وابقى شريكك. قلت له ماشي، واي نوت. وبدات معاه، ولغايه النهارده هو شريكي.
So he's your partner and your client.
He was my client at a certain time, ودلوقتي is my business partner.
Although he's not a lawyer.
He's not a lawyer.
How was your experience attracting the first associate?
I made a very wrong decision. I hired the wrong guy. And it took me 6 months to let him go. I was learning by doing, honestly. It was a very tough time, but I used to do both our jobs, me and him.
Yeah.
And I thought I'm relying on him, and I thought that's the best I can get with the income, with the salary I can offer. But I realized later on and I was wrong.
Yeah.
But I learned.
طيب انت النهارده علشان يجيلك محامي of quality، ايه اللي يخليه يجيلك وما يروحش للجوروز وفي نفس الوقت ان انت ما تبقاش بتاخد الليفت اوفرز.
I guess الchoice بتاع كل واحد
How do you attract them?
opportunity. You have to find the right setup, because في ناس, and you have to understand what they're looking for, because some people are looking for the big name because they want to learn corporate, they want to learn big law, because that's a total animal. It's a completely different game. Some people want to hide in bigger firms because it's easier to hide, to work 2 hours a day and hide the rest of the day doing nothing. With the smaller firms, you can't do that. It's impossible. Some people want the flexibility of the smaller firms, and for them, they don't care of the big name, or they don't even care about the income. They just want the flexibility of time and holidays and where they work and things like this. So you have to understand what that the people want, and then you'll qualify if they want to, if they work for you or not.
طبعا people can hide more in big firms، بس مش لدرجة ان يدخلوا ساعتين شغل يعني.
يعني على حسب البروسيس، بس يعني انا قصدي productive hours.
النجار بارتنرز النهارده وانت بتبص لبدايته والجيرني دي وcomparing to كم المكتب the population of the firm.
We're now about 12 في الامارات. Yes.
لما تبص على 10 سنين اللي فاتوا والتطور ده، كنت فين وبقيت فين وبتحس بايه؟
بحس ان انا اولا بحمد ربنا جدا الحمد لله ان I'm still up and running. I'm not stand still. I'm just growing. It's one step كل سنة بس I'm growing. It's very steady, slow, and very sure. I have the same clients since inception. بصراحة يعني unless they close down for commercial reasons, I never lost a client for a bad service or a complaint since ever. فالحمد لله كنت على طول بيبقى عندي كنترول على الشغل، وعلى طول I was able to manage relationships والشغل بحيث ان احنا ما نعملش حاجة تبوظ الدنيا مع كلاينت او في الفايل بتاعه، رغم ان ده بيحصل يعني عادي. I'm very happy ان انا عندي وقت ان انا اعمل حاجات تانية غير النجارة بارتنرز، ودي حاجة انا شايفه بصراحة نجاح شخصي ونجاح للتيم بتاعي، ان هم قدروا ان انا اثق فيهم لدرجة ان اديهم شغل وابقى معتمد عليهم، بحيث ان انا عندي وقت اعمل Emirates Legal Network واعمل the Jurist، وابقى قاعد معاك بنتكلم يوم كامل، او يعني اقدر ان انا اشتغل على Monday Legal واعمل بودكاست. دي حاجة مش سهلة.
What's next؟
What's next في اي واحد فيهم، علشان انا عندي بلان لكل واحد لكل حاجة.
What's next in this profession يعني؟
والله I'm working on something.
What are your ambitions؟ يعني انت عايز لو تبص على اخر الكارير بتاعك، عايز تقفل الكارير بتاعك ازاي؟
انا مفكر في what's next لكل حاجة. يعني what's next in Nagara Partners, I'm making a complete digital transformation للفيرم، ان هي هتبقى one of the very unique, maybe not the biggest, but one of the very unique law firms that relies very much on technology and is technology enabled to a very different level. I'm doing something that does not exist in the market. And when I say a market, I'm talking Middle East. On a small level, because we are a small firm, boutique firm, yes, this is going to be very unique. And this I'm working on right now. What's next for the Jurist? I want to grow it to become a free legal resource hub for the whole Middle East. For easy access to credible and practical legal knowledge. What's next for Monday Legal? هقولها بالعربي. انا عايز ابقى هاب again لكل المحامين ومكاتب المحاماة العربية، ان هم يشو كيس الكواليتي بتاعتهم الحقيقية، the correct and true weight في الليجل نوليدج، علشان الميدل ايست دلوقتي is passing through an amazing time. احنا في احسن فترة حصلت من وقت طويل جدا، وعندنا opportunity حلوة جدا. ف we need to show off. We need
It's
to show
already
off.
picking up big time.
ها؟
It's already picking up big time.
Yes. ف we need to show off. We need to show off بجد السكيلز بتاعتنا. We need to show الكابابيليتيز بتاعتنا، الناس اللي موجودة عندهم خبرات ومهارات قوية جدا.
أقولك أنا عايز إيه بقى
يا ريت.
أنا عايز إنه يبقى بيتفرجوا عليه البيزنس بيبل not just the legal people.
البلان الكبيرة بتاعت الماندي ليجل ان هي تبقى مكان to educate الناس، مش بس عن الاكسبرتيز بتاع عبد الله شهابي علشان يعرفوا هو بيعمل ايه وازاي يقدر يساعدهم في ان هم يكبروا البيزنس بتاعهم او يخلوا الكوربوريشنز بتاعتهم توصل من حتة لحتة تانية. لا كمان علشان يعرفوا الحقيقة للمسكونسبشنز اللي موجودة في الماركت، لان في ناس كتير جدا عايشين في قلب الحدث مش عارفين عنه حاجة. واحدة من انتربرنور وقوية جدا وخطيرة في البيزنس بتاعها، بس مش عارفة حقوقها الأساسية كزوجة مثلا. خد بالك. واحد مستثمر خطير في المجال العقاري بيشتري بيوت وبيأجرها وبيعمل برايفت انفستور قوي جدا، بس لو وقف في مشكلة مش عارف هيروح فين ويجي منين، علشان النوليدج الليجل نوليدج او المهمه جدا للانتربرنورز وللناس متصعبه عليهم، لان هي موجوده بطريقه very rigid و inaccessible ومكتوبه اكتر منها مسموعه او مرئيه. فاعتقد ان احنا عندنا مساحه كبيره جدا من ان احنا نقدم حاجات مهمه جدا، واتمنى يكون عندنا الفرصه دي
إن شاء الله.
ان شاء الله.
أحمد شكرا جزيلا.
شكرا ليك.
حوار لطيف جدا جدا، أنا انبسطت بيه جدا، ورب دايما بالتوفيق. How does it feel بعد الانترفيو؟
واو انتوا اقوياء جدا. انا تخيلت ان الموضوع سهل، ان انت يبقى حد قاعد shooting questions at you is so easy.
بيفصصك.
لا الموضوع مش سهل. يعني انا اتعودت عليه علشان انا بقعد اشوت الكويستشنز left and right، بس لا it's not so easy.
أتمنى تكون انبسطت. أنا انبسطت.
انت كنت هايل. بصراحة اشكرك جدا.
Thank you. This is your dose from Monday Legal. Ahmed Elnaggar. We'll see you next week.